Hi, my name is Khalid, and for my Stackathon, I wanted to implement a random forest classifier from scratch in JavaScript to get a better understanding of machine learning algorithms in general. It's definitely a much more academic and less cool endeavor than the stuff I've seen so far. But the way I approached it was I read a lot of textbooks and articles and got a lot of my knowledge that way rather than looking at the already implemented solutions in Python. So as far as machine learning algorithms go, random forest classifier is highly reliable, but on the relatively simpler end to implement. Emphasis on relatively, as you can see from what's currently on my screen right now. So I'll briefly explain to you guys what the basis of this is. So this is a single decision tree, as you can see here. It basically predicts whether there'll be rain or no rain, asking questions at different nodes about the data set. So it'll say like, oh, is the wind greater than 2 miles per hour? No, then no rain. Just an example over here. And I'll walk you through my implementation of a tree right now. So the first thing that we want to look at is, you see there's a bunch of helper methods up here. Generating children is a function that takes data, and it basically chooses a random feature to split on and chooses a random split threshold and creates left and right children based on that. And then split data is the helper function that actually does the split down here. Train basically iterates through, it treats all of the nodes as a huge array, iterates through them, populating them one at a time, left and right child. As you can see, it calls it here. So the concept of a random forest is that it takes a bunch of trees, say 100 or so, and it'll give a piece of training data to them, or a test data to them. And the test data will pass down each tree one at a time until it reaches a leaf node. And then the individual tree says, oh yeah, this is the category that this leaf node belongs to. And by averaging out 100 or so of these votes, it can successfully predict what label or what category that piece of data falls into. So as you can see, the random forest down here, the train is literally taking data and labels, and it goes through the number of trees, which is a specified value in the options, and creates that many trees and trains them on the sample. And then the predict one goes through every tree and predicts all of them and averages them out. So I will say that there is a problem in what's taking place. Over the weekend, I got it up to 20% accuracy, which is very low as far as this algorithm goes. I went to fix it, and now it's at an even lower number. And the problem is in how data is split. There are multiple ways to do it, but as I'm out of time, I don't want to go in depth into that too much. There's plenty of wonderful presentations to see. If you want to see a more in-depth demo, feel free to check out my GitHub, and that's my Stackathon.